What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. So today we're gonna try an experiment. Oh crap. We're gonna take some filler and try to see if we can make this look better than it does. We're gonna work here and some other little spots and see what happens with it, because if it looks decent, then we're gonna keep them. If it doesn't, and I don't like the way it turns out, we're gonna cut this whole apron out and start over. And I'm gonna put like a, I don't know, not really a 45, it'd almost be, what, like a, I don't know, anyway, it'd be some sort of an angle on it. But go,
figure out our own design.
Yeah, figure out my own design and go like down with it. So it would be kind of slanted. Actually, the general idea is to follow this this slant and go all the way from the top down to like right in here. I know you can't really see, like right in here, and then put the flat piece in it. But that's why I haven't put the flat piece in yet, is because I want to figure this out before I put it in, get it welded in. But anyway, we're gonna we've got some filler we're gonna use. I'll get you guys set up. We gotta scuff it right quick, get it tacky and all that. But stick around. Round 3, let's go. Okay, so anyway.
Take 3.
Anyway, so as you can see, he's a lot better at this than I am. He knows more than I do. I've only done it 1 or 2 times on my 87. We did the cow panel, which we are gonna do this one. A few of you guys asked to do it. Gonna be a pain, but ultimately it's not that big. The hardest part, and I'll show you guys later, is up around here where the windshield wiper, I guess you can call it, turn goes. And if you mess that up, it's done. It's over with. We found that out the hard way. But anyway, this is actually starting to set up. It's actually hard already. So we're fixing to sand this down and see what happens. Like I said before, if we like it, we'll keep it. If not, I'm just gonna like cut this.
We're just gonna go to Hacktown.
Yeah. And just cut it all out. Who cares? We got more pieces. It's a little more fabrication. What's an extra day's worth? It doesn't matter. But yeah, if we do it, the other piece will kind of come from here and go like right through here and drop down into here, this area, and then it'll come out over here. But it'll be all the way across. The only concern I have is right here, which you guys can't see because of the camera. Anyway, where the headlight is, like I said, I'll get into that later, depending on what we decide to do. So yeah, we're fixing to start sanding it. Okay, so some of you also were wondering how we do, I guess, some of our mock-up stuff, as far as figuring out what we're gonna do. It's actually, this is what we do. He's still playing with it. But this is how, I mean, we use cardboard and duct tape. Simple, cheap, and easy. I mean, it's not hard. It's a lot of time-consuming issues. And kind of what we're doing currently is, I don't really like the way this looks. And I'm torn on do I keep it because it's factory sheet metal and I can make it work. I mean, that's not the issue. I can make it look decent. I do have a wrinkle right there. There's a pretty decent wrinkle. Yeah, there you go. But it does that. You know, it pops in and out easily. So I am kind of torn on that. But at the same time, I feel like you could shrink it and it'll be okay. But our problem right now, currently, is the piece is actually going to lay in here somewhere in this general vicinity if we decide to cut it out. And it's going to run down somewhere in here. Which, that's not the hard part. That's simple and easy. The issue is down here. Let me stand up. Because following inside of here and getting all of this welded in and ground is the issue. I've seen one other car with the, kind of how I want to do this, but I don't know, there was no picture of up in there how he did it, so I have no clue. I have seen people go as far as even taking this piece and actually cutting it and deleting it, which was on a car. That's actually a local car to us. He's got one around here, and he did it, but that car it's wild. And I don't want to go that far because I still want to be able to, you know, get inside there if something happens. Functional street car, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you can see kind of what he's doing. I mean, we've been sitting here for the last, what, probably 45 minutes now? Around 40, yeah, arguing. I mean, it's simple and easy, you know. He's got one idea, I've got another idea. We both have the same end goal. It's just how to get there. And a lot of times his idea wins because, you know, it's a lot more simple, and I overthink things. I am, damn son, I am notorious for overthinking stuff. Like I said, the issue lies down in here. And that is my whole conflict right now, and I think that's kind of his too. But he did all that. He did this pretty quick. This is nice. I've already got the piece. The piece is actually laying on the workbench over there. It looks decent. It needs to be trimmed out, but I just got the rough dimensions. But like I showed earlier, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, obviously you got a little spot there and there, but you know, for literally what, 10 minutes I think. It took me 10 minutes, or us 10 minutes to put filler on that enough. It actually turned out decent. I mean, is it perfect? No. But it does look decent. Listen, I gotta go back in it and fill some more. But anyway, he's working on something over there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yeah, he's doing something over there. Like I said, we're gonna keep working on this. I just figured I'd show you guys kind of what we normally do whenever we're doing this, and this whole thing is gonna be a process. Because essentially, kind of where I'm at, I don't know about him, but where I'm at is if we can get this to lay in that groove right there nice enough, I would probably go with that because it's different. But if not, then I'll just keep it. You know, this is a lot of trial and error and a lot of time. If we don't do it, that's wasted, but it's worth it because, you know, how do you know your end result if you don't try it? And I don't have a computer to 3D modeling and all that. It was a while to figure this out. Anyway, okay, so back with another, I don't know what it is, about 15 minutes probably? Yeah, about 15 probably. So now we have this. We actually messed up. The other one's sitting over there. We didn't make it long enough on this end. But this solves our issue of this. All up in here. So essentially there's two pieces here. This and actually, these are two different pieces. But it kind of goes up in here inside there. You guys, yeah, you can kind of see it. So with that being inside there, this all will stay virgin sheet metal. This will all be factory metal in this area. So it eliminates the issues of having anything to it. So to me, that actually looks pretty decent. I like it. Now it just becomes the issue, two different issues. One, do I really want to cut it out and do this? Which is hard because it's good sheet metal. It's not, feels like all the other crap, who cares? Cut it out. It's rusty, it's bad, whatever. But it's good virgin sheet metal that's not really messed up too bad. And then also right here's the issue, because we're going to weld it against the shock tower right there, and it's the back side that's the problem. Here, you show. He'll show you the back side.
Yeah, right over here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is the edge of the shock tower, and this apron piece actually overlaps and is spot welded into the shock tower. All right, now where our panel is going to fit when we cut it out, this edge will still be here. This piece will go away, but this edge is still going to be here. And as you can see, it'll still be there, and we're just going to butt weld up against the shock tower. The discussion between us right now is do we trim the shock tower, or do we just take the piece of apron out and leave the shock tower as is? I don't know. We're studying on it. We'll figure it out, and we'll give you an update in a little bit.
Alright, go ahead. Where'd it go?
There in the back.
There it is, right there. I'm telling you, you're not gonna kill this thing, man. Oh, you did? You knocked the thing off of it. Don't worry, we got another one coming. Holy shit. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I'm gonna interrupt for just a second. First and foremost, if you haven't heard the news, we are going to Foxtoberfest. I remember I said something a few weeks ago that we possibly weren't going, and at the time I didn't know. But we are, it is official, we are going, and yes, the car is going. We will both be there, and we'll have a few other people, and the car will be there. As far as some other stuff goes, I've also got a new mount. Hopefully that'll help with some of the camera noise and stuff for you guys. Another thing that I'm working on is the truck. I know I said a while back I was gonna make a video on the truck. I'm waiting on a few parts for the truck, and I have to fix another thing that I'm going to put on it before that video comes out. I kind of want to make it look halfway decent, and I got some stuff I got to do. That'll be after Foxtoberfest, first and foremost. Another thing is I've been very lacking in posting lately, and that's going to change. I'm going to try to post once a week, once every 2 weeks at the most, unless some catastrophe happens or something like that. The only real thing I'm going to be fighting is traveling with work and stuff like that, and hopefully that won't be too bad of an issue because I can still do it on the road if I have to. But just a little spoiler: if you're not following my Instagram, I will kind of give you a little quick glimpse. This is not finished, but let's see. Yeah, I'll wait for. There you go. Nope, that's all you get. That's all you're gonna get. If you didn't pause it in time, you're not getting it. But that's where we're at. So anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, so I finally got some done. It looks better. The bottom piece here is in, ready to go. I need some more trimming, like right here along this edge. It's got a lip on it, but we'll worry about that once. Kind of the thoughts is tacking in over here, tacking in over here and over here, in this area over here, so the plate won't actually move. And then after that, if you'll move that, we can move that. There you go. We can cut all this out, or cut what we need up here and up here out. And once we cut this and this out right here, that piece he just pulled out, like it was showing you, it'll sit perfect right here. And it should go together pretty nicely. Like I said, the hardest part of this is being the, what do you say, the trimming out of the apron part, probably?
Trimming of the apron.
Yeah, because there's actually 2 layers right here underneath this. And then there's 2 layers here. And up here you actually have the bottom of the upper frame horn is actually, this is the factory hole for the windshield washer thing. That's the factory hole for it, and it's actually cuts into the apron. And then he did this one too, and it cuts into the apron. So I'm gonna try to keep from doing that any more than we have to. But anyway. Alright guys, so we're back. We got a little bit more done today. We got Kason up here. That's my little brother. Anyway, so we've got this all done now. Got the big hole cut out, and we POR'd all this because that other piece is laying over there. You can sit on the table. That piece is going to lay over top of it, and I want to deter from any rust that may or can happen. But anyway, that's going to be laid in. I think he's got the other pieces cut out to go in its place up here. But that's kind of what we're going to work on next and see what happens. I think I may tack that other piece in too. We haven't made it that far yet. Kind of a lazy Sunday, I guess you could say. And ain't got a whole lot to do, but up here anyway. We got some other stuff to do, but we're gonna try to get this piece in, and I'll let you guys see. Okay, so we got kind of a small update. So anyway, this piece is in. I've got it tacked in place. It's stuck on there. It's kind of a pain because it doesn't really want to go through this paint or this POR really, and that's my fault. I didn't clean it beforehand, but it's stuck. But the only issue, well, you actually fixed it. It was up here, was kind of a fitment issue, but he fixed that. The other piece is right here. So it'll go something like that. Like I said, we're still working on fitment and grinding and making it look good, but that's kind of the general idea. I like it. It looks a lot better than all that. Okay, so we got it in. It's tacked in. Actually looks really good. I'm very, very happy with this. You can get kind of the big picture here. It looks, hopefully this whole thing will be smooth. And there shouldn't be anything mounted on it. It's kind of the end goal. I hope that pans out for us. It may not though. We may have to put something on it.
We may have the washer right here too.
Yeah, I think we want to use the factory washer. So the kind of the plan is get some dimensions on the size of it. Instead of having that big golly whopper hole on it, we're just got a really, really small hole and stick it through it. It takes some like a modified weather strip kind of thing, put it around the hole so it cleans it up. I'll probably do the same thing on this side too. With the probably wind up using the Anderson power pipe because I like the way that setup is. But anyways, that's kind of where that's at, and I like the way it looks. It's all stuck in. I didn't have any problems up here, just down here on this bottom piece. Like I said earlier,
we're gonna trim this edge off.
Yeah, there's a little lip
flush with the frame rail.
Yeah, there's a lip right there. We'll fix that, so it'll look a lot better. But so we got to a stopping point. I'll show you the back side and he'll show you the inside. Here's the back side. It's kind of tacked in some places. On this piece here, the corner one, we figured out that it's gonna be a lot easier to weld it in here. I'll show you from the inside better. But it's a lot easier to weld this one from this side because, you know, fitment obviously. Here you go, show them.
Get right down in here. It's gonna be a bear to grind the welds up and everything. So we come up with the idea to weld it on the back side, minimize the BS, and put a little skim coat of filler on it, and you'll never know it was there.
But yeah, it looks good from the inside here. It all looks good. You can tell. Damn, I like these. Anyway, guys, so that's gonna end it for the day. We'll finish it up probably next weekend. I made a mistake, and this bottom piece down here, we didn't prime or anything on the back side, so I gotta order some of that Eastwood stuff. They've got a can that's got like a flexible nozzle on it that has like a fan sort of spray out. I'll probably stick it up in here in the frame rails and stuff, but that'll be probably next weekend. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.